Hi guys! No, don't blink so hard. We have indeed made a few changes around here, and they're gonna be amazing. Trust me on this one. I'm Caitlin, your new girl on the 9XC block, and you've tuned in to another spanking new episode of 9XC.com, the show.
I'm hot, you're not, I'm a superstar, I'm a superstar. 9XC.
Ex-lovers Aditya and Shraddha keep their distance during a chance encounter. Priyanka loses out on her dream home, but Parineeti gets hers. Let's kick off the new leg of our show with news about Bollywood's Young and Restless. So a few episodes ago, 9XC.com, the show, told you that Aditya Roy Kapur and Shraddha Kapur were on the verge of a split. Now, we've learned that the estranged couple actually came face to face, and when they did, they were completely taken by surprise. The scene of the crime was the Buds Vishesh Films office in suburban Mumbai. The man behind this chance encounter was director Mohit Suri. And why did he get the two of them together in the same room? Nope, it was not to discuss their relationship, but he had an extremely professional reason. Mohit held a private screening of his soon-to-be-released Hamari Adhuri Kahani and wanted Aditya and Shraddha's opinion on the Vidya Balan film. But when the two saw each other in the tiny viewing room, there was no hiding. They had to put aside their differences and sit through the movie. A source told 9XC.com it was a small room where the screening was held in the office. The discomfort between Shraddha and Aditya was visible. They met very cordially and kept a distance from each other. Neither staged a walkout because they are extremely close to Mohit and it would have hurt him. What might have made it all that more uncomfortable for Aditya and Shraddha was the presence of the much in-love couple Siddharth Malhotra and Alia Bhatt. Siddharth and Alia were also invited to watch Hamari Adhuri Kahani. Alia is Mohit's cousin and Siddharth has worked with him in the hit Ek Villain. So he wanted their opinion on his next film. When 9XC.com got in touch with Mohit, he confirmed the news by saying, "I had invited them over to watch Hamari Adhuri Kahani and give me a frank feedback on the film. I also had Shraddha and Aditya watch it. Shraddha and Adi are friends and Alia is my cousin. Their opinion matters a lot to me. They represent the youth, and they had some very good feedback to offer, which I am considering for the film and its promo, which will be out this month." But we're just wondering how this scene might have played out. So there's the couple Siddharth and Alia sitting close to each other watching the film, and then there's Aditya and Shraddha who kept their distance. All this while watching a film about relationships. Bet there was more drama off the screen than on. Will Shraddha and Aditya have a happy ending to their Adhuri Kahani? We hope so. But sadly, Priyanka Chopra's wish of living in a sea-facing home might still remain unfulfilled. At least so it seems as of now. Priyanka's property issues have always been in the news, be it the space she rented out to a spa or her many dream homes. Now 9XC.com has learned that she has bought another spacious property. Does this mean she is moving out of her home in Raj Classic that she has lived in for almost 12 years? Or will she use this place only as an office? Our 9XC reporter has news from the scene.
I am standing outside Raj Classic in Versova, a posh locality of the Mumbai suburb Andheri. ये प्रियंका चोपड़ा का वो घर है जहां वो अपने फैमिली के साथ रह रही है, लेकिन हाल ही में उन्होंने नई प्रॉपर्टी भी खरीदी है, तो हमें लगा शायद प्रियंका को अपना फेवरेट सी फेसिंग घर मिल गया होगा, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है। प्रियंका चोपड़ा ने नई प्रॉपर्टी सिर्फ इसलिए खरीदी बिकॉज दिस हाउस रिमाइंडेड हर ऑफ अ फादर. Obviously, daddy's little girl is still trying to cope up from her father's demise. Where is the new locality? Let's take a look. I am here at Juhu, जहाँ प्रियंका ने अपनी नई प्रॉपर्टी देखी है. हमें पता चला है that Priyanka is still deciding on how she wishes to use this space as a new home or as an office. प्रियंका के मुकाबले उनकी कजिन परिणीति काफी लकी निकली, जिन्हें बड़ी आसानी से सी फेसिंग अपार्टमेंट मिल गया. Yes, looks like the Chopra sisters are looking to change things up. And like Priyanka, Parineeti too has moved out from her house in 7 bungalows to Quantum Park near Union Park, Bandra. Ishaqzade actress has bought a 4,000 square feet flat with 4-bedroom house on one of the top floors of the 14-storied building with spacious balconies facing the sea, providing a panoramic view of the locality. Her family is likely to move in with her too. अपनी बहन प्रियंका की तरह परिणीति भी चेंज चाहती है। वो कहीं ना कहीं ये जरूर चाहती है कि नए घर के साथ साथ उनके करियर की भी नई शुरुआत हो। What 9XT really wants to know is, are these two Chopra sisters sharing some decor tips? This is me, Ratika, signing off. Bye.
While the Chopra cousins are moving on, director Ram Gopal Varma seems to be stuck in a funk, one that he's created all on his own. RGV stopped making good films a while ago, but what's kept him in the news are his rants on Twitter. Every morning, the Twitterverse wakes up to his shocking tweets. My tweets have always been controversial, ever since I came to Twitter 7 years ago, and I always made controversial films since my debut film 25 years back. In effect, my tweets are part of my personality, and they will continue to be. Just to give you guys an idea of how whacked out his tweets are, most recently RGV refused to accept any wishes on his birthday, and he even called it his death day. His death day? I am dead since long, and for the sins I committed, I don't think I will ever be reincarnated. So don't waste time by wishing me many returns. My so-called happy birthday is being made a very unhappy birthday by inundating it with fake and reasonless love. RGV has also hated on the much-loved sport of cricket. I hate cricket because I love my country, and cricket makes my countrymen most non-productive because they stop working and start watching. I request the other countries' teams to defeat Indian team again and again till it stops playing and Indians stop watching and start working. Even had an FIR filed against him for his tweets on Lord Ganesha. Can someone explain how someone can cut off a child's head who was just trying to protect his mother's modesty? I'm sure devotees know better. Does Lord Ganesha eat much more than other gods? My doubt is because all the other gods are either trim or muscular. And now he has taken on the legendary Amitabh Bachchan. Not taken on as much as praised him a little too much. He has equated him to God and has gone to the extent of calling him better than the Lord above. My belief is that Bachchan is God and he created Ganpati, Balaji, Shirdi, etc. And if not so, he should explain why they favor him the most. Personally, I never waited in a queue for God's darshan, but hundreds of times I waited in queues for darshan of Bachchan and also got hit by lathis. So for no understandable reason, if Bachchan seems to be controlling the gods, is he God himself? And is it he who controls Ganpati and Sai Baba? Now, we don't know if Big B is flattered, but there surely seems to be something off about RGV. We really could not figure out what is up with him. So we called in the experts to analyze the mind behind the tweets.
If I shock, लोग मेरे प्रति ध्यान देंगे, ऐसा भी कुछ लोगों का बर्ताव हो सकता है. I shock you so that you pay attention to me. और obnoxious बात कहने में बहुत लोगों को बहुत अच्छा भी लगता है.
Sometimes these things can also be a dangerous sign of someone going through an emotional difficulty, and my suggestion or advice to friends of such people would be to just reach out to them.
I feel when you are reading tweets like these, people are generally disturbed at times. The state of mind can be different. Some may be depressed, some may be too anxious, depending on whatever the person is feeling, and then he is expressing it out.
RGV recently has not seen much success in his career, so could these tweets stem from insecurity?
So when a person does not get the success that he is expecting to get, of course there is disappointment, and when a person is disappointed and is freely talking his mind out, a person may say things which to the reader may look that, oh my God, is this person going through some kind of a depression, or is he upset, or is he, is there some kind of a mood disorder which is going on?
किसी की growth या किसी के success पर कुछ भी कहना, ये अंदर की भावनाओं को व्यक्त करती है, जहाँ ऐसे लोगों को लगता है कि मैं यदि इतना successful नहीं हूँ तो इसका कारण क्या है.
While this is what the experts had to say, we also thought it would help if we spoke to those within the film fraternity. Maybe they could also shine some light on the enigma that is RGV. But when our 9XC.com reporter spoke to Anurag Kashyap, who has worked closely with Ramu, he himself had no real answer on how to deal with RGV.
What did he say? When did he say that? I don't know what to say. I need to maybe call him. I need to find out what's going on. See, it's not, I don't want to say, I don't know what it is. Till I don't find out, I'm not going to comment on anything. I'm surprised. Let me go and check out his tweets first.
But Suchitra Krishnamurthy, who once wanted to marry RGV, had a lot to say. She suggested that he should not talk about things that he has no knowledge of.
Knowing him, he's just having fun and he's trying to get a reaction. I think Ramu should refrain from religious quotes because while he's entitled to an opinion, they're very flagrant and they cause a lot of trouble. So, and his religious quotes don't make sense because I don't think he's understood mythology enough to comment on it. He's commenting on mythology, not religion. So, he should stay away from it.
RGV, we hope you're listening. We just really want you to celebrate life and get back to the good old days of Rangila, Satya and company. Let your films do the talking this time. So if you've had just about enough of RGV's tweets, follow us on Twitter at 9XC The Show and we'll make much more sense.